So it took 5 years for us to get to this day, right? Well, it's almost the first. So if you don't know, they're supposed to be cutting SNAP benefits off. Supposed to be. I don't think it's going to happen. But these are days you have to be prepared. Ever since, 2020 came around, I've been even before then, I've been prepping. Because I always watch zombie. I've been watching The Walking Dead, and I've been in the zombie since I was a kid. So I will always read about post-apocalyptic stuff. You know what I'm saying? Before The Walking Dead was even popping like that. I used to watch Night of the Living Dead, Land of the Dead, you know what I mean? All them good time George Romero movies, right? And sci-fi movies and post-apocalyptic movies, and those movies aren't too far off from happening, because every society is 3 days away from catastrophe, right? Or calamity. So you always have to be ready. I've been getting ready for years. You know what I'm saying? I got, my basement stocked up with dry goods. Help your neighbors if you can. Like, if somebody has food insecurity, if you got enough to share. That's how you build community. But, even women with all this shit, these dudes thinking this shit funny, they think they're gonna be predatory with you. I've been trying to tell women to get prepared, because men in times of war and stuff like that, they're not good people. Ask women in Sudan what's going on with them. In the Congo, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Gaza, anywhere where women and children are subjected to wartime, there's lawlessness. And rape is still not considered a war crime. So since we're on the bottom, bitch, you better, in these times, look, listen. AR. I got a lot of firearms and stuff. Been getting ready. You know what I'm saying? Mags. That's just a fraction of it. Bug out bag. Medical stuff. Medications. Iodine tablets. Bandages. Heating blankets. Water filters. It's not a game. It's not a game. It hasn't been for a very long time. Women, we are in trouble. We're in trouble. It seems like the dominant society is just hell-bent on taking everything that we work for, or, you know what I'm saying? They want you to be destitute. For some weird fucked up reason, men think that fucking $100 every 2 weeks of food stamps is going to replace them. And if you're replaced by that, them the type of bitches that you deserve. But we ain't even getting to that. You know what I'm saying? In these times, you better have some, read books. George Orwell, 1984. 1900, the last, read this series of books by Ingersoll Rand. Wild edible plants, so you know what the fuck to eat. Prepper's Hack. These are very small books. With the case, you know what I'm saying? In case of civil unrest. The war against the weak. This is what they're doing right now, cutting them SNAP benefits. People with disabilities, intellectual disabilities. It's not just about men and women. Mini farming. It's October, so you can't farm. You can't put nothing in the ground unless you do an indoor one. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get your spirit right, your mind right, your physical right. Can you run 2 miles without stopping? Do you know to stay off the roads in case of times of civil unrest? That's when people get robbed, raped, and all that shit on main roads. To take the back roads and shit for stuff like that. Cause we don't know what's going on. People not getting benefits and being hungry, they're gonna start taking shit, and I don't blame them. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody want to take yours, you're going to have to defend your stuff. That's just what America's never been tested like everybody been tested. Y'all like to shit on those third world countries. We soft with a capital oft. You know what I'm saying? For what be going on. Y'all think that shit and what happened to Katrina was bad? It'd be 10 times worse than that, because we are stuck in cities. The majority of us are in major cities. Because ports are in major cities, so financial districts are around ports. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's stuck in major cities. And them hicks out there, they're very well armed. And they'll keep you locked in your major city. Do you know how to, do you have anything to barter with? Or trade? Do you know your neighbors? It's going to get critical out here. women with kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son grown. He's 21. I got an adult son. I just got to teach him how to, you know what I mean, pull a shoot, bow. That's it. But we ain't even getting into all that. You know what I'm saying? But just in case, hope for the best and be prepared for the worst. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ready, you ain't got to get ready. Do you know that you can make a candle out of like a can of Crisco? You just stick 3 long candles in it. It'll burn for days. Did you know that? Do you know how to purify water with bleach? I was in the military. They teach us this type of shit in NBC training. That mean nuclear, biological, chemical. We had to go through that type of training. You know what I'm saying? The training and the knowledge that you get is invaluable. And talk to immigrants that came from war zones. Anytime I met somebody, I asked them where they were from, and if they were from a war zone, I asked them questions like, "What did you see? What was happening around you before the collapse happened?" And all, you know what I'm saying? Inform yourself. Don't just be out here scrambling and panicking. You're gonna get caught in the mob shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the mob doing, go the other way. It is what it is, though. Don't be scared. Like, scared of what? This seemed to be what everybody been waiting for. This, you know what I mean? I don't want to say stuff to get off the algorithm and all that, but like, don't be scared, be prepared. You know what I mean? But it's insane to see people, excuse me, celebrating people not being able to eat. That's crazy. That's ugly. In a so-called Christian nation, we worship money here. We don't worship God. No, money is God. Fuck y'all talking about? It's capitalism. The isms is all the same shit. Socialism, capitalism, communism is motherfuckers at the top shaking pennies and shit down at the bottom. But we all know. Like, y'all be on the TikToks and all that other stupid shit. Y'all know what time, but a lot of people don't know what time it is. Most people don't know what time it is. Everybody like this. Just walking around just on autopilot. Like, life is lifing for everybody right now. You know what I mean? But y'all better shape up and ship the fuck out, man. It's go time. It's gonna be cold. You know what I'm saying? And you in your car, always keep a blanket and something to eat with in case you get stranded on the side of the road. Do y'all know that? You know what I mean? Like, what they say, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So if you can, and like I grew up back in like crack epidemic projects. You know what I'm saying? Seen some wild shit. We seen how our mom survived. You know what I'm saying? My mom, I was lucky enough for my mom that she wasn't addicted to drugs. She didn't let strange men around us. She worked with whatever the fuck she had. You know what I'm saying? One thing about a poor black woman, she gonna stretch that shit. She gonna do what it do. So you know what I mean? I have nothing but faith in y'all. You know what I'm saying? And don't be like, know what the food banks are. And I seen a lot of people in Philly getting together. You know what I'm saying? If you can donate or help your neighbor, help. Because nobody wants to see children go hungry. You know what I'm saying? Y'all a bunch of suckers who cheering that shit on. I hope you lose everything that you got. Fucking suckers. Get the fuck out of here.